let's go on to the second place Houston Astros. The Astros added Tatsuya Imai, starter, 3 years, $54 million, and pitcher Ryan Weiss, 1 year, $2.6 million. They made a couple trades. They got Kaiwei Tang from San Fran for Janiel Villarreal, plus a $250,000 bonus pool money. They traded Nick. They got Nick Allen for Mauricio Dubon from Atlanta, the shortstop, Nick Allen. Then they made a 3-team deal. They brought in Michael Burrows, a starter. Tampa Bay in that deal got Jacob Melton and Anderson Brito. Pittsburgh got Brendan Lau, Jake Mangum, and Mason Montgomery. So they added a couple players via trade. They didn't really do too much in free agency. And they have a couple subtractions. They lost Framber Valdez to Detroit. Brendan Rodgers, he's on Boston's Double-A team now. Victor Caratini to Minnesota. Luis Garcia and Ramon Urias are free agents still. Craig Kimbrell is now a Met. And Chas McCormick is with the Cubs Triple-A team. So after missing the playoffs last season, and now they lost their ace in Framber Valdez, is the roster good enough to make some noise in October?
I can't count them out.
It's hard, right?
When you look at the lineup, I know it's on the older side for some of these guys. Altuve, Correa, Yordan Alvarez, Jeremy Pena, Jake Myers, Christian Walker. Like, there's still just dudes everywhere in this lineup that you are terrified of. At home, they're going to get to rest Jesus Sanchez, play Yordan in front of those Crawford boxes, and you'll have Paredes DHing or Correa DHing and Paredes playing third. Like, the lineup is just stacked for Houston. Their biggest concern, question mark this year, is how deep and good is this pitching rotation? Hunter Brown, we all agree, is an ace, but outside of him, is there anybody today you're confident taking the mound in a playoff game? I love Tatsuya Imai, but
Hunter Brown, though, are you that confident in him being an ace taking over for Framber?
I'm confident in Hunter Brown, but that's to be a great pitcher. Now he has to be elite.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask what we expect out of Yordan, Altuve, Imai. I just think it's tough, and I think remember a few years ago, the Rays were that gritty team that just always seemed to make the playoffs and make some noise, and you just figured I can't count them out. Could the Astros be getting to the point where we don't want to count them out, but that's more out of respect for the past than in actuality what their roster really, lends on?
I think this is the year where we find out.
Yeah, I mean, they still have a stable core, and this core has proven they can grind out wins time and time again. And I mean, and they still have big bats. I mean, they still have big bats. Like, you can't just count out Altuve, Jordan Alvarez, and Pena, and Correa. Like, you just can't count them out. I mean, they're still good.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan's
the biggest question
is
just the pitching
candidate ever.
Oh,
yeah. The biggest question is just the pitching, and it really, I think, comes down to Tatsuya Imai. What you have with him? Like, is he going to be like most of the other Japanese pitchers, that have, come on to the MLB, or is he, where's he at?
And do you get a step up from a Christian Javier, a Lance McCullers, a Spencer Arguetti? Like, do any of those guys step up to be sub 3.5 guys on your team and a guy that you could depend on in a playoff series against some of these AL lineups? Or do you have to rely heavily on a bullpen that, yes, Hader, Abreu, King, like, these are good pieces, but how much do you put on their shoulder? One, in big games, but two, over the course of 162. How many innings are these guys having to eat while the pitching rotation works itself out is something to think about as well.
Like, the way they're built, they have a great structure to the team, right? They have a bunch of great pieces, but they have no filament. They have nobody to bridge the gap between the good and the not so good. You have 3 really great players in the bullpen, but after them, you have a bunch of question marks in the rotation and the rest of the pen. Hunter Brown, can you really trust him to be the ace? Or is he somebody who's a good pitcher, but might not be able to hunker down and hold a rotation up on his own? That remains to be seen. All the other guys you named, Already and all them, What do they do? Can they take that step up? Javier and all them. Now, what is Altuve another year older? Jordan coming back from injury, and is he going to be the same? Imai and his adjustment to the majors as opposed to Japan. Correa, another year older with a lot of lingering injury issues that have.
I will say with that though, at least having Paredes and being in
Right.
Houston with the Crawford boxes, you have a lot of opportunity to
You have a lot
DH
of
Correa.
opportunity. So I think the offense will be fine, but the defense seems like it could be very suspect. The pitching, big question
The
mark.
pitching will make or break the Astros in 2026. There's no doubt in my mind about that.